sources of data can be routinely kept records, for example, hospital medical records that are, which is kept by the MRD or the medical records department. Or I can collect sources of data. I can collect the data from via surveys, which is most commonly done in public health. We conduct several surveys to collect the data, or it can be via experiments that can be community trials or clinical trials, or I can also get the data from external sources. So the data, it might be already existing in the form of reports or commercially available data banks or research literature. So when I'm collecting the data from external sources, I'm calling that secondary data. And even when I'm collecting it from, suppose, routinely kept records, that is also secondary data. But when I am myself, I am collecting, taking an effort to collect the raw data, that is known as primary data. So the data collected from surveys or from experiments, they constitute primary data, but data that is collected either from records or it is from other external sources, such as a very good example is the NFHs. Have you heard of NFHs?
Yes, ma'am.
What is NFHs?
National Family Health Survey.
Yeah, so National Family Health Survey, it is held every few years in a representative population in all over India. So the data that they collect, no, it is in the public domain. You just have to write to them, and they will make the data that you want to use it for research purposes. They'll make the data freely accessible to you. So in that case, you are not collecting the data yourself. It has already been collected by somebody else, and it is available, and so you can use that for your secondary, any other type of analysis. If you want to do, you can use that. So that is secondary data, and primary data is something you are collecting yourself. So obviously, when you are collecting primary data, it is more important you cannot do anything with the secondary data. It has already been collected. But when you are collecting primary data for your study, so you should know whether the what you're collecting, is it the appropriate method or not. So, grossly, data can be, like over here, we are discussing the types of data. The data